Warning, proceed with caution. The thoughts and views that these individuals have or speak on are for entertainment only. The hosts of this podcast are from the streets and for the streets. Please consume responsibly.
All right.
She's hot.
Does it light up?
I tried. I would like to start off this podcast by saying exactly who we are. Okay.
I don't think you. Just look at Juju.
I'm Adele.
Sunday. No, I walked in right now to El Starbucks, okay? And I walk in awkwardly enough just to pick up my coffee because I need it. It's Monday. Don't judge me. And the kid, I'm calling him a kid because he looks at me and he says, "Who are you supposed to be?" What do you mean? Who am I supposed to be? And I look at him and I'm like, Uncle Fester? And he's like, I'm like, Adam's family? Oh, yeah, I remember last year my high school did something like that. I'm like,
It's because it's not the Uncle Fester that they're used to.
Which one's Uncle Fester?
Because the show, what's the show? It's called Wednesday, right? The show.
Wednesday, yeah.
It has an Uncle Fester.
Yeah, it has one,
But
it
he's not
doesn't
like
look
that.
Like that.
What does he look like?
It's I don't know. Like, let me see if you can bring it up.
They're all a little cleaner. Hey, but speaking of which, I wasn't sure which Pugsley, because they all have different hair. Like, I bought a wig.
Let me see, put it on.
Because I know the newer one has a wig.
Let me see.
Oh, dang! Actually, it's the same.
All right, hold on.
Same vibe. Let's pull up the new Pugsley. I'm used to the old school Pugsley.
Yeah, the one that has a little, like, copete, right?
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
up, which
Yeah.
you can't do, obviously, because your hair is short.
I used to have that, actually.
So this is the new. This is a new Pugsley, right there.
Let me see.
See how he has, like, longish hair?
Leave that. There you go. So I feel like maybe I am the old school Uncle
No,
Fester.
I thought he looked different in the, but no, I guess
No, he looks pretty similar.
yeah.
So,
See, and that one has a coat. There's some that don't. There's, like,
he doesn't have a coat or
he has a, but it's like a classier
Yeah.
one.
You look good. I like the commitment. I appreciate
Thank you. I
the
went-
wig. You're giving baby vibes, but I'll take it. And obviously Juju is the main character. Why did we choose these? I think like Juju, like people don't appreciate him enough for being the main character in the story. So he is the main character.
I honestly didn't know we were. I thought we were gonna do Harry Potter for the longest time. I thought we were Harry Potter.
If you go back in our chat, I said Harry Potter and Vinny said that is too easy.
I don't
and
think Vinny would say that.
predictable. He did.
I say that?
If you go
No.
back in the chat, he
I
said
bought a wand just in case.
you've had the wand.
No, I bought it
Oh.
just in case.
And we said we're gonna be Harry. I wanted to do Harry Potter, and they said it was too predictable and whatever. And so we ended up doing this.
I'm gonna have to do a deep dive into that chat because I feel like she's just making this up.
I swear. Oh, you think that I?
Yes.
Yes. This is your steez right here.
What does that mean?
Any chance you get to paint yourself, you're gonna do it or paint someone else.
This is your fucking Super Bowl. This is your World Series right here.
Like I feel like for me and Vinny, the simpler the better.
Yeah.
Like
It
if
was
all I had to
pretty
do was
simple, though.
find a robe and a wand.
But this was pretty simple.
Hey, but for big guys, it's hard to find black and white striped tees.
Is it?
It's crazy. It's not even a t-shirt. It's a collared shirt. I tucked it in.
Oh, you got creative. Un
Yeah, come on.
aplauso. This was worth it. I was concerned that I was going to show up like this. And then you guys were not going to be dressed up.
I think we missed the opportunity to do that.
A piece of me was going to do that if you didn't go to Knott's.
But I did go to Knott's. I even got sick because of Knott's.
You didn't get sick because of Knott's.
Because of Knott's.
I did get sick because of Knott's.
You got sick 2 days later. Usually if
Yes,
you get
because
sick,
it
it's
takes
right away.
2 days. Just like
No.
COVID, it takes 2 days
Stop.
to settle into your body.
No.
Comment down below, guys. True or false, que cuando te da susto, Se te baja the immune system and everything attacks you.
Nope.
As it is, we know I have a bad immune system. Yes,
Yes.
we
And-
know.
No, because I don't know if you guys saw it in the group, in the Instagram group chat. I sent you guys that fear is made up. Like it shows this guy, and it says don't try it at home. But it's this guy. He puts like a baby, and he puts like all these snakes on the baby, and the babies are just playing with the snakes, and the mom's freaking out. It's fear is made up. Fear's in your mind.
It's not made up. It's what you've learned. And of course, it's in my mind. I'm terrified. But I went to Not Scary Farm with the boys. I went to an extra 2 mazes. Or an extra maze.
Extra.
That's because the one maze we went to was
Whatever. I
They were-
went
they
to
were
an
on
extra
lunch.
maze with them. We said we were going to be there for 2 hours. We're probably there till midnight. We were there till midnight.
No, we were there for 2 hours. We just got there super late.
yeah. Well, you put a hex on me first and foremost. I drive to Burbank every day and back in traffic sometimes and stuff, and like even before when I lived in Montebello, a good hour and something. So my drive to Knott should have been cake, and it wasn't. It started breaking down on me the closer I got.
That was Jesus because Jesus loves me.
No,
Every day I'm convinced.
he
more
wanted
and
you to
more.
stay out late,
No,
Like-
he wanted to not go because you weren't you this close
and not
to
only
sing.
that.
Forget it.
No, I was trying to give you an out. A piece of me was like, man, I saw the anxiety in her face yesterday when I was talking to her, and I'm like, you know what? Let me.
She
'cause
wasn't
Not only she wasn't responding to any
responding.
messages all day. We're waiting, and I'm like, you know what? Let me try to give her a little out. See how she goes, and then she still went with it. And I was like, all right, cool, so we're good. And then we weren't because she put a hex on me. And then when I get there, 5-10 minutes after you guys even parked, all the parking lots were closed.
Where do
Yeah.
you get this whole I put a hex on you? First off, I want to be clear, guys. I do not play with witchcraft. Like I do not do magic. I don't what?
Bro, all those crystals, that's witchcraft.
No, it's not.
That's witchcraft.
No, it's not.
Comment down below. It's witchcraft.
Yeah,
bro.
according to who? The colonizer in you? What do you mean? Our
First
ancestors
of all, you're the main colonizer, so relax.
our ancestors believed in crystals and energy, the god of the sun.
Well-
so all I'm
But
doing
Jesus has your back.
yes.
Juju looks crazy though because he's dressed like a pilgrim. And he's-
All I'm doing is channeling in from my ancestors. And yeah, I believe in a God. I believe in, a higher being. I call him God. Yeah, maybe that is a colonizer.
Called
in
him
me.
Jesus.
The Lord.
You didn't call him God. You called him
Diosito.
Jesus.
and you prayed for my downfall.
I did it.
I went to 5 different lots or 4 lots around Knott's, and they were all closed when I got
In my
there.
defense, I did too. Juju, were we not driving around we went all around Knott's finding parking?
We
And
drove
then-
around because I took a wrong turn, not because we were looking for parking. Because originally I was like, where you parked, I was like, oh, we could park there. But then I was like, oh shit, that's preferred parking. So I was like,
And then we had to make
so I
a
said
right.
GA parking. So I just followed it, and it took you all around the park until you got to that lot. Where
But
we
there
got
was a
to.
couple parking lots
And
when
they were
we
all
went around,
closed.
and they were all closed for us too.
No.
Yes. There was a couple parking lots. As soon as you got out of that parking lot that he's talking about of Knott's, like underneath, you make a right. There was a parking lot there, closed. You keep going, closed. Till finally the one we got, it looked like they had just opened and they were parking people and everything. We went through the same thing.
No, you didn't.
We passed
'Cause- No,
through
you didn't
the-
because you found parking.
Sí, pero por Dios. Anyways, I just want to be clear, guys. Happy Halloween. I do not mess with witchcraft. I don't know what he's talking about. I did none of that.
That's why you're so drained. Look at your
Yeah.
eyes.
But yeah, I got super sick after. That was on what, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Ha.
That was Wednesday. And then on Thursday, Friday, went to work. You guys still went to a concert on Thursday. More of the story is by Saturday, I was just done. Like my sinus, I was sick. I felt weak. So all yesterday I slept. Yesterday, Sunday. And today I'm feeling a little better.
Didn't you go out Saturday night?
No, my mom had a birthday party, and my stepdad and I have a very turbulent relationship. And my mom was very excited. She planned this birthday party. So I went, I did her makeup. And then I went home and I was going to knock out. And I felt like if I didn't show up to this party that my mom planned, that was she was very excited for, she'd be really sad. So I got home. I put on my costume. I put Mateo's costume on, which was fairly easy. There was no pain involved. And I showed up for like an hour. I had a little bit. They made pozole and mole. I had a little bit and came back straight back home an hour. Mom was like, "Ya te vas?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." So I was in bed by like 10. So I went out for 1 hour, guys.
Convenient. It's exactly what you wanted.
What?
Oh, I'm sick.
No,
Oh, 1 hour.
I went to bed at 10. I did not do anything yesterday. I was in and out of sleep. I probably woke up at 4 p.m., had some fruit and applesauce, went back to sleep. Midnight, woke back up, was on my phone till like 1 a.m., and then went back to sleep. I was in bed all day yesterday.
AKA the perfect day for Melissa.
Yeah.
Like,
So where did you suffer?
Where I had like sinus pressure, I had a headache, I had a cough, itchy throat. I wasn't in bed because I wanted to. I was in bed because I felt sick. Man, you guys have no sympathy.
You
for
dress
me.
up, left the party early, you ate. You spent all day in bed on your phone. Like,
Whatever. I could have spent it with my children. I feel bad.
stop.
relax.
Do you guys think I look like Voldemort? A little bit. I just need the wand. Where's the
If
wand?
you had the wand, it's
Harry?
upstairs. Potter. I mean, we could just throw on the cloaks and we're different.
All right. Happy Halloween. So before we get into the weekend roundup, thank you guys so much for putting in the effort. Juju, you look spectacular.
Thank you.
Was it hard finding these costumes? You said that you had to drive far.
Yes, there's not a lot of big man clothing, as most big men know. And the only place that had this striped shirt was in Culver City. So I spent Friday when they said
Where'd you go?
this place called DXL, where all the big men
Where all
shop.
the men go.
Well, it's all the
so
big men
this
shop
is
with.
not a Halloween shirt.
No,
That's just a shirt that some guy wears.
A guy said, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna rock this shit."
Some big boy said that he's gonna rock
Like,
it.
hey, it looks good. And no, so I spent Friday on the day where they told you don't drive on Friday because everyone's gonna be outside. I drove there to Culver City, and to get there was 40 minutes. It
Okay.
usually takes around 20 to 25 because of where I live.
Not bad.
But it was like 40 minutes. The way back was an hour and 10. Mm-hmm. I pretty much hopped on the freeway, and the way
And your car was okay.
my car was fine. That's weird. So the thing too is that when I got on the freeway, it took me maybe like 15 minutes just to get on the freeway, and that's when I realized I gotta avoid this place. So I got off and I pretty much took the streets from Culver City to here. Damn. And it was a mission, but yeah, I did that for a fucking cool shirt, I guess, and some shorts.
On the bright side, you'll get to wear it, outside of Halloween.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Just show up at work like that. It's a
I would.
vibe.
I would fucking. Are you gonna wear this to work?
Fuck no. You crazy? I have my pants over there.
But over there, they're gonna think he's a pilgrim. I don't think they'll get it. Like
Happy
Thanksgiving's coming up.
Thanksgiving. No, I think was your costume hard to find?
No, it was expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I paid like $90 for everything.
So I have two things for you guys. Either
Oh,
one,
I spent a little bit more.
you guys make your own clothing brand, which I think would do really well because you guys have ideas for, thick men. And you guys can do your own clothing brand and sell it. Or you guys got to become a fucking XL, which is cheaper, no? Is it XL?
What?
Like the sizes, like for example, women, an XL.
She told us to lose weight. Like start at XL.
Hey, fat boys. Lose some weight. This is we're after everything we do for you. This is where we're going.
Instead of
with this?
complaining about your expensive big clothes, how about you just lose some weight?
Or
It's
you
cheaper.
Badass.
create your own brand because there's a need for it.
But then we'd have to charge the same. Like,
But the problem is that there's limited, or is the problem that it's expensive?
both.
Both. More limited though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if it's limited, then you should create your own brand because there's so many other people struggling through that. Or you just become an XL because that's
See?
the same price,
Did it again.
right?
She did it again.
That's the same price for us women. I think XL it's up to XL where it's about the same until it starts getting pricier. Is it, muchachas? I think so. Is it you guys like that too?
I just $90. I don't mind spending $90 if I can wear it again. I'm not
No,
gonna
but
wear this
you
again.
can definitely wear that.
But
again.
guy clothes in general is expensive though.
More expensive.
Yeah,
Like a pair of jeans for any guy is gonna be over $60.
yeah.
Yeah.
For girls, you can find them for 20.
And girls get away with not having to wear name brands.
Yeah.
Like For instance, what are those shoes?
Dog.
But like, if they like, you can still find something similar like that at Payless, right? Like, there's no swoosh. There's
Can't
no.
find
I mean,
these on
Docty,
Payless.
Docty, it's the stitching on the sole,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I can find these in La Walmart.
yeah, you know, and it's like, and people won't say anything. But like, if I wear some like Shacks, people are gonna clown.
Nobody would tell you.
Or some
anything.
and ones.
Yeah, like, or like if it's like, I mean, like shirts, I can get away
Mario
with.
wears Amazon shoes all the time.
Does
And
he?
you hear him squeaking down the hallway.
See what I mean?
No, it's not the brand. You can't tell. They look nice and clean. The only thing is that they're like quick in the hallway, and he says it too. I'm like, oh, I knew you were coming because they're squeaking. But I think it's the ones that kind of look like the Yeezys. They have like plastic in the bottom. Other than that, he wears like nice white shoes from wherever, and you can't tell, guys. I think que con un par de Levi's.
Just the one.
Just the one pair.
And we wear a black tee all the time. See,
Yeah.
we figured it out.
Your hats are what you guys invest the most in, no?
Yeah.
Because they're more likely to fit. But cool.
Episode 50, by the way, guys.
Oh, happy episode 50.
Happy episode 50.
Happy Halloween!
Hey.
Episode 50?
I don't know if you guys saw my post. I have a bone to pick with Target.
Wait,
Not Target, the company, specifically a cashier.
Is this your weekend
No, this is
roundup?
This is. I guess it could be part of the weekend roundup. Sure, let's start it. So we taught my niece
He's
to
feeling
say.
zesty in
We
that
taught
way.
my niece to say Happy Halloween. So she says Happy Halloween. She likes saying it. She says it to us. We say it back to her.
Cosita chiquita hermosa.
So she was at Target with her mom, and she was saying Happy Halloween to the cashier, and the cashier ignored her. And it's the saddest thing because she goes like, Happy Halloween. And she's like, Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. And like the cashier's just like, doop, doop. Let me show you the video real quick, just so you guys.
you recorded it?
No, my sister recorded it, and she's like, dude, like, what the hell? Because my sister could be a Karen sometimes. Look, here we go.
Just put the volume next to the mic.
In her spirit. Are you ready?
And I was like, where was this at? Where was the cat? I was ready to fight. But I was just like, man, if a kid tells you Happy Halloween, say Happy Halloween back. I don't care what your beliefs are or whatever. Just entertain them. Especially if she's a shy little baby. She's barely learning how to be social. And she was like, Happy Halloween. The cashier just fucking ignored her. And I was like, man,
Maybe
Maybe
the
my-
cashier was just having a bad day.
doesn't matter.
And
Call out of
he
work.
wasn't he or she.
I don't.
Whatever.
My
They
sister,
identify
yeah.
as. It's just sometimes you're unaware. For example, one time, and I caught myself doing this, I was walking into the gym and I had my headphones on and I was thinking some other shit, and I walked in and I didn't hold the door. I don't know what the exchange was, but there was a girl who was like, oh, thank you. You know, like she got really upset, but I had my headphones on, but I still kind of heard because there was nothing on. Like I was looking for my thing to like, you know, get in the gym. The point is that it was a very awkward exchange. And I didn't pay much attention until after she walked into the sauna and she was looking kind of like bothered, which I'm like, is this bitch looking at me? Is this bitch mad at me? And then I recalled that and I was like, spit. Like, I'm thinking a million things. I have my bag. Like, I'm not even listening to that.
But that's you in your own personal world. You're not on the clock. You would never do that if
But
you were
what
at
I'm
an
saying
event.
is maybe she was, the cashier
There
was
shouldn't
like,
be. That's
just
horrible service.
Is she
then.
giving grace
going, one,
over a baby
over
right
a
now?
baby. Never. This is episode like the 10th in a row that she's taking someone else's side. over me.
No.
It's-
I'm saying maybe that's the case. I'm just saying, think cada quien en su mundo. One, two.
No.
Vinny, you're not one to talk because my kid goes up to you and gives you a phone. You won't grab the fucking phone. My kid said, if she
Saying
said
Happy Halloween-
Happy Halloween to you, you probably wouldn't say anything.
I do say Happy Halloween back all the time.
Stop.
Yep,
You're the
that's
king
different.
of-
But
no,
again,
two
this,
kids.
you guys aren't on the clock. If that's just your personality, or if you're in those, that's fine. But when you clock in, you have to check everything at the door. And this is the same thing I tell the street gymmers that I work with, or anyone I work with. Once you clock in, doesn't matter what's going on outside of your world, outside of this job. Once you clock in, you're on the job. You had to put on service, and service is part of the job.
I agree. I don't disagree.
She's
with you.
working, and also if your baby gives me a toy or something like that, sure, I'll say no, whatever. Cool, who cares? But if they say Happy Halloween or they're trying to be festive, that's different.
Shut up.
A holiday is different than just a
seen
toy.
you. I have seen you, not only around my children, other children, your nieces and your nephews.
I tell them Happy Halloween when they say it.
You'll like pet them and then just keep going or just, ugh.
That's how I know you're a liar, because I don't pet them.
I'll never
So
touch
like,
them.
ugh, and keep walking. I get it. But I think like sometimes
And if
people are just
if
having
I'm
a
on the
day.
clock and if I'm working, it's different.
Your sister, do you feel like she should have said something?
Yeah. So like, hey, she said Happy Halloween to you, and then I just gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, and then she like, you give your explanation, but
like a little
but
bit.
it's just like, fam, like,
No, I agree. I feel like
especially
when a child,
like, again, a young child like that, like,
Yeah.
if she was 5 years old and she said it, I'm like, hey, kid, tough shit, you know, it happens. But again, she's learning how to be sociable, and she's learning we're teaching her how to not be afraid of things. And how to like be polite and like knock on the door and wait. Hey, when you knock on the door, what do you say? Oh, trick or treat. So she says trick or treat, and like it's like a whole process. So it just made me really mad. Made me mad, one, because yeah, it is my niece, but I think I would have been mad if I would have saw that like a viral post on Instagram or something like that. It would make me mad. This poor kid. She was just saying Happy Halloween. She said it 3 times. Like fourth time, oh shit, I hear you. My bad. Second time is like, third time is like, dude, like,
yeah.
hello.
She said Happy Halloween. No, it sucks, but I don't think she realized it. I think that's like an adult thing. I don't think the baby realized is who I'm saying. Like, I don't think Casey realized that.
She's a
You
baby.
did realize it. You started.
She's a baby.
The voice went like worse and worse.
Your sister should be like, Happy Halloween. You know, like, fuck that person. Can't do anything about Karen.
She don't want the mom to say it. She wants a stranger to say it.
Yeah.
Just like, it's like anyone. Like when you hear a parent tell you something, it goes in here one at the other. But when someone else tells you something, it's
You
like,
get all
oh shit.
excited.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. What is she going to be for Halloween?
They haven't decided yet. She has a little Cowboys cheerleader costume. But I think she said, I forget. She said she wanted to be something. And we're like, what? That's what you want to be? And my sister's
Louis.
like, yeah. Like, no, it wasn't Louis. I don't know. It's something like, maybe like even like a ghost or something. Like, it's just like something super simple. It's like, hey, that's what she keeps saying she wants to be. So
How cute.
she whatever she wants.
Is your sister going to dress up with her, or they're doing things separately?
I don't know. I haven't talked to my sister about that yet. I feel like you talk to your family about Halloween more than we talk to our family about Halloween, because it's your holiday. So
No,
it's
actually, I don't talk to anybody about Halloween. People ask me, and I always say the same thing. Like, I can't tell you. If I tell you, I have to kill you. Like, the only people I talk to about Halloween are the people I'm doing Halloween with. So, like, in my house, we talked about Halloween with us. But, like, a social has gone in and says, oh, what are you guys going to be? And I'm like, like, oh. I don't talk to anyone about Halloween.
I'm glad you like Halloween. No, yeah, like we just like we're all in our own thing, and I might not even be able to spend time with them on Halloween because I got booked. So,
Ooh, where are you going to be at?
On a Thursday?
yeah,
Damn.
games and games.
Nice.
Halloween, New Year's Eve, and what else is like a really good date? The day before Thanksgiving?
Day before Thanksgiving.
Those are like our holidays. Like, if you're booked, great, because you're out partying, having a good time, maybe dressed up, and you're getting paid.
Yeah,
Like, that's our el mole. Well, not mine anymore, but you know, for you guys, for sure. Are you booked?
Nah.
What are you doing for Halloween?
I think I'm going to go to my cousin's house in Pico and give candy to kids and watch little Roman. Actually, Roman, he's not the oldest boy, but Roman has a Scream costume that he's like super into.
nice.
I've seen him rock it like 4 times already. So
Oh, I love that.
yeah, but yeah, we're probably gonna spend it there and just chill. Some light. In the past, I've always DJ'd, but I don't have the energy anymore. Over it.
Nice.
Wait, you're going to be at the strip club?
Yeah.
I wonder if the strippers are going to dress up or dress down.
They usually do.
Like
Like they'll be like the usual, your sexy cop
none.
maid.
None.
Yeah. Like a clown where all they're wearing is like a red dot and like a little like what are they called? Like that thing goes around them. Whatever clowns are, what are they called? Like yeah. And so they do a costume contest for $500, I believe.
Mucha
to the winner.
ropa.
For the randoms?
Mucha
for the randoms.
Mm.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna win the Halloween costume this weekend, but I left early.
You never enter.
You do it for the sport.
Yeah, you do it for the love.
For the love.
You're like a basketball player that still plays at Rucker Park. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you could have gone pro,
¿Qué cosa es
but that's a
Rucker Park?
sellout. Rucker Park is like the famous basketball court in Brooklyn.
In New York.
Oh, really?
Like that's where like the best of the best go. Like Kobe's played there. Like pros go to play there, and that's where you really test your metal.
Really? Can you just play, or do you have to like?
No, you could play, like, but it's like, I mean, there's obviously unwritten rules that you go there. You better be able to ball. You better be good, and
Like I can't just take my.
you could
kids.
take your team and be like, oh, I got next. No, you can't just take your kids. I mean, you can when they're not playing, but like once like the actual ballers show up, you gotta step off.
Really? Huh. All right. What's next? What else happened on your weekend aside from Port Casey? Que la mandaron a la fregada.
So we went to Knott's. We talked about that. Thursday, this is going to bleed into me and Vinnie Mac. We went to go see Mark Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did we have fun. Like, didn't even know we were having fun, but we did.
Yeah, and I honestly treated it as like, all right, I'm gonna show up, get content, head out, probably a couple good songs, and then just leave. But then we showed up, and they gave us the Forum Club. It was my first time being in the Forum Club as a guest. I've worked it in the past as Street Team, where I DJ in there and stuff. But as a guest, god damn, the way they treat you is just 10 out of 10.
First off, the Forum. If you've ever been to a concert in the Forum, 10 out of 10, because there's no really bad seats because it's so small.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to a SoFi, I don't mean it's a small venue. It's just smaller compared to So the Forum, it happens to be one of my favorite concert stadiums.
Yeah, the only thing that did suck though is that when we showed up, the Rams were playing.
Oh, yeah.
So we showed up when they had their exit traffic, and we were there trying to make a left for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Not even lying.
So that it's already a good experience. And then you guys got like VIP.
Yes, so there's VIP and then there's VIP, VIP plus. Shout out to CMN Events. CMN Events sent us you were supposed to go too, but you're busy.
Being sick.
Yeah. They gave us VIP parking, so the lots were getting full, and we were like, "Fuck, I don't know if we're gonna park in the lot," but they gave us VIP pass, so we parked in the front where there's like reserved parking for us, and then we walked up. There was a line to get in, but we went in through the downstairs, and they had all you can eat steak, enchiladas, chimichangas,
And all the food was good.
All the food was fire. They
How
had a whole
much more
dessert
are those
thing.
tickets?
I'm under the impression that Forum Club is an invite only thing. Like you got to know someone, whether it's CMN Events or through Mark Anthony or through the Forum, where like you get invited. Then.
Yeah, because they asked when we what list we're on.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Are you promoter, artist, or with the venue?"
Yeah,
Maybe you have to be with the venue, kind of like the Staples Center. Like, you know how you have like the Lakers and then you get to go. Like, I have a friend who does like the Lexus. Like, it's through a credit card. Like,
yeah.
No, one of the promoters. So we were under the promoters, and we were on that list, and they gave us the wristbands, and yeah, we were chilling. We were like, not even. Damn, this hair getting my. I don't know how you guys do this. He started like at 9:15, 9:20. We got there at 9. So like for 15 minutes, we sat down and like gathered ourselves and ate a little bit. And then we like walked over to get in, and they had like an escort for us. Like they walked us to the elevator, walked us out, showed us where to go. And then, we went to our seats. It was like right there.
He had just finished, because obviously it's a salsa concert, so they do like a little riff. They're going off on little long songs. So I feel like when we got there, he had just finished the first song.
Yeah.
Really, like even though we were like 10 minutes late into it. So we sit down, we start watching it, and then we're just like, same thing. We thought just get some content, and then like we're just vibing out, and like all of a sudden he's like, "All right, have a good night," and we're like, "We just got on. What are you talking about?" It's maybe like 9:30. We looked at it was 10:50.
It was like 10:50.
And I was like, "Wait, this guy's been gone for an hour and a half already." And
He played like, I want to say 7 or 8 songs, but they were all like fucking
meshed together.
10 minutes or more. No, it's
Yeah.
because he'll do like his performance, dance, get the crowd involved, and then he'll like show off his guitarist, and his guitar does a fucking solo, and then it's like a whole like the band just vibing and everyone's just dancing in the crowd. You know, and then he's just kind of like, he turned off the lights and I don't know what he's doing back there, but he's, you know,
I've heard that he has a really good show.
he is hype, and his hype for salsa kind of scared me a little bit because I'm like, I've never seen anyone like, fuck yeah, turn me up. And it's like, you know, the salsa music.
Yeah.
Which makes now I want to go to one of his shows, but on the East Coast, where like you know, where like the Puerto Ricans and like the Dominicans are there, and like a real showing out. Because yeah, there's a lot of like, there are some Puerto Ricans there's like, but mostly Mexican, Salvadorian, stuff like that. But like to go see like the culture over there, like the salsa and all that, like I'm sure this guy's gonna sell out like Madison Square Garden.
Because the salsa, the fans that we were around, they were very like, you know, dressed up, very demure.
Yeah. And he called them out. He said, "You guys just gonna sit the whole show or what?" Like, oh shit. So me got up like, we're like, oh yeah.
I didn't want to be the guy. I was,
hey, chico.
How funny.
But yeah. And then Friday I want to go see Jay Wheeler.
How was that?
It was cool. Not for friends.
no.
Like it's very
Who'd you go with?
lovey-dovey. I went with a friend.
Oh,
And like
a guy?
No, a girl.
Oh.
But you know, we're just friends and we went to go eat. We haven't seen each other in a while, so we went to go eat. Saw the walk off. Shout out Dodgers, by the way.
Oh my God.
2 more wins, guys. And then we went to the venue, got there. It wasn't as packed, so we were able to like. There's just like the front bowl that was open at the Peacock. Went down to our seats, then moved up a little more, and then yeah, but it's just like very like he'll sing a couple of heartbreak songs, but all his songs were dedicated to his wife. And I guess he just had a baby.
Oh.
So like he was just singing for her, and like there was even like a girl in front row, and she was like, sign my tit. And he's like, nah, I don't do that. I'm a married man. He's like, I don't do that. He's like, I used to. Back in the day, I would have signed it, but not no more because I'm a married man. And he just went off like that. Yeah, it was like, it's like very romantic. So I just like, we're just like, cool. Was it like the last song?
Him and his friend are all holding hands. Wait, whoa.
And I was just, yeah, and like, I wasn't the biggest fan to begin with. And because I know he's known more for his features, right?
Yeah, he's known more for his features, but in reality, though, he has maybe like 3 or 4 actual like trap or reggaeton songs, but the rest is all singing.
Yeah, like Lovey Dove. Again, good performer. He sings really well. His dancers, fell in love. I'll send you the video if you want to post it. You can post it. Damn, she was fine. Yeah, and then that was it. And then just saw the Dodgers win 2 in a row, baby.
Un aplauso for the Dodgers. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for keeping me updated. Friday, Juju and I were at work, and so we watched the first half, safe to say?
Yeah.
About the first half at work.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go to the concert. I had to go home. And obviously traffic was crazy, but it wasn't as crazy. I don't know if it wasn't as crazy as they said it was going to be.
No, but it's also because you were going away
Yeah, I'm going
from
on the
the
210.
middle of downtown LA,
Yeah.
so you didn't really have to
I'm
deal
not
with
even-
it. And
Even me, like going into downtown, the only reason on the 110 by Dodger Stadium why there was traffic because there was an accident. But like other than that, like I think you guys remember Carmageddon? We're like, don't go on the 4. Like the 405 is gonna be closed, the 10 is gonna be closed. This is gonna be the worst weekend ever. And they had like flights from Burbank to Long Beach so you could avoid traffic. But at the end, it was just like very underwhelming. It's the same thing. I think we people got so scared and we hyped it up so much, and people got so scared that they
I don't
just
know.
stayed home.
Or-
I drove through it and it was fucking terrible. And I was there like at 3 p.m. Like you guys probably didn't deal with the Dodger traffic or because I feel like everyone tried to get into downtown LA to their location earlier.
So that it was during that time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 o'clock was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Like I've been in that traffic from Culver City and back at that time, and it was not that
But
bad.
it is that area that's probably the most. When I used to work
You were the
by
hub.
Culver City and I used to leave work at 3 or 2, I used to do 2.5 hours to West Covina.
Yeah, but I do think it's because everyone was trying to get there early. Because even then, when the Google Maps is telling you drive through downtown LA on the streets versus just going on the 5 like around the corner, that's how you know it's that bad. So
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't get traffic, but same thing. Like go Dodgers.
So
I don't know how we got there.
He
yeah.
went to LA. I went to, and I had to pick up Isaac from band practice, and he gets off at 9. So I had like 30 minutes to kill. So I was like, let me go find a, a black turtleneck. Surprisingly, I don't have one. So I went to Kohl's and the boys are updating me on the phone. I said, can you please update me? Never have I listened to a baseball game on the radio. I was listening to it all the way home. Finally, I get to Kohl's. The boys are updating me. And then Vinny said, the birth of the stupidest Dodger fan was born today. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I'm in the middle of an aisle, like, chatting. And he had to explain that to me.
Yeah,
so I called him.
It was the guy who
by the way.
Yeah, of course. It was the guy who caught the ball, because when you're looking at it on TV, it was close. It could have been a double or it could have been a home run. Mm-hmm. So off the rip, it looks like he helped Yankees with the home run. Because it's like, why the fuck would you catch it? 'Cause in the past, and I think that's like a newer rule, right? Where like if a fan reaches over and catches it, because in the past, if you reach over and catch it, it'll be a foul ball or it'll be a home run. Yeah,
right,
there's actual teams. There's teams. There's people who are like known by certain teams that ruined whole ass World Series because they caught a foul ball that they weren't supposed to, or they caught a home run they weren't supposed to, and their team lost. Steve Bartman is the most infamous one. He's Boston, right?
He did it for the Cubs.
Or for the Cubs.
But the Cubs hadn't made the World Series in 100 years. And they were on the verge, on the brink of it. And it was a foul ball, and he was going to catch it. And Steve Bartman stuck his glove on and took it away from the Cubs.
Yeah.
And like the very next or couple pitches later, they hit a home run and they lose the game.
So if the Cubs would have caught it, game over.
So now that this is all over, right? Que ya estamos aquí, bichi, lunes. Oh my God, my fly is open. Has it been open the whole time?
Your fly's open.
Did he help or did he hinder?
It's
neither or.
It's hard to say because if it bounced off the wall, because it was going to bounce off the wall. That's the only reason why they called it a double. It probably still could have been a double, maybe a triple, but the following guy was still out. So
yeah, but he wasn't going to catch it for sure.
So no, the Dodger wasn't going to catch it, and it wasn't going to be a home run. And what they do now is like they'll look at it and they'll see the angle of the ball. So they have a review booth in New York where MLB will check it, and they say the trajectory of the ball where he caught it, it was going to hit the wall anyway, so we'll give him a double. And then but if the guy would have stole it and caught it above the wall, they would have called it a home run.
Yeah.
So like there's Yankee fans obviously complaining that, oh, is it a home run? Da, da, da. Shut up.
So the boys explained it to me, or we were in a chat. I had to call Vinny inmediatamente to explain that to me. Thank God he answered. And he explained it to me. Then I'm there, and they go, we won. You know, he did a
Grand
Slam. And I say, oh my God, we won, Grand Slam. The entire Kohl's, mind you, on a Friday, Kohl's is popping. Everybody stops, looks at me and says, the Dodgers, we won. All the workers, everyone. I'm like, yeah. Everyone starts yelling at Kohl's because they're working.
I feel bad for whoever had to work that night.
They can't be on their phone. So I gave them the news, and I sat in the car for like 10 minutes just looking at the replays and stuff.
If you're a boss of someone and you get mad or get someone in trouble because they're watching the Dodger game, World Series Dodger game on their phone, shame on you.
But they're actually like on the register. There's people who are like,
you could just like, I would have been like this. It would have been propped up on the side of the register like that. I would have been like,
yeah. But I went to like right before the game, I went to the Habit because my family had ate already. So I was like, I'm gonna get something quick. And I threw on the phone, and I see the cashiers and stuff like peeking over, like, "Oh, is it started yet? What's going on?"
Yeah,
and it made me feel bad. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, like I mean, again, there's certain jobs where you need to focus on the job. Like if someone's performing like open heart surgery, and you're like, this, like, I get it, but like,
do you
Kohl's,
think
come on, Kohl's,
that ball is going to be worth as much money as Ohtani's ball?
No. Ohtani's ball is a once in a lifetime. They already sold it, right? For like
$4 million. $4 million?
But nobody got that money yet.
Yeah.
Because they're on a lawsuit.
No, I mean, if anything, I'm pretty sure if I were that guy,
would you hold on to it or you sell it?
Nah, I would have been the Dodgers like, yo, give me, I want World Series tickets for the rest of the series. Like, fly me out to New York, and then fly me back to LA if it comes back, and we'll call it even.
Nah,
I'm good.
I'll ask for money. I know for Ohtani's, I think they offer like $300K or something like that. So anywhere around that sum, maybe a little more.
You weren't gonna get that because again, historic
keep
home
it or
run.
you'd sell it? I would
But
keep
like
it.
you would, I don't think it has as much value as people think it has.
Sorry. It's fucking. I don't know why you would say that.
I would keep it.
If anything, the bat, the jersey, the batting gloves, that's gonna be worth more than the ball.
Yeah, I think they already have their jersey framed up. I saw
Yeah,
some of the
it was,
HR people already
yeah.
posting
I
it.
would even go as far as keeping, like, if I would have caught Otani's, I feel like maybe I would have kept it also. Because
Why?
entre más tiempo pasa,
No, because you also run the risk of it becoming like someone else does it, and it's just like, oh, it's a.
You think so? Or someone stealing it. Imagine they go to your
Or
house
losing
and
it.
steal. Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's just
Here,
like,
get it off my hands.
Hey, I
Take
mean-
it.
Like having the ball is cool, but like, what's it gonna do under my TV? Fucking.
great story, but I'd rather have $4
It's
million
going to
in my pocket.
accumulate.
No, but it might not. It
Yeah,
could be
there's a
valuable.
chance if somebody could do better.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, like the
Someone
hype,
could do better.
the hype is up right now, so you could probably get the most money out of it right now.
Yeah.
But it depends if the Dodgers win the World Series.
Yes.
Like if the Dodgers go on to lose the World Series, it's a cool footnote, but it's not Kirk Gibson, you know?
Yeah,
So,
because
like-
Kirk Gibson's home run is only important because they actually won. I think if they lost, it would have been just like, oh, it was a good game, one miracle, but like that's it.
Yeah. So
Gibby?
it has to be
Huh?
Gibby?
yeah.
Oh.
They have to win it, and then you could be like, oh, you know, this is what sparked it. Try to sell it. I don't think it'll probably go for like maybe 100,000, which isn't nothing to sniff about, but like it's not 4 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares? They that
But like box
Grand
seats,
Slam, but that Grand Slam fucking made my weekend, it made my night.
On
The amount of
Saturday, they
anxiety
played
was-
again. It was a
Honestly,
good
Saturday
game.
I felt hungover from all the like,
Celebration.
just from all the amazingness we saw Friday night.
I
Because
can't believe they won both games here at home.
I could believe it because I feel like it's going to be one of those series where it is going to be a really heavy home field advantage. And these are the two best teams in MLB right now. And it's one of those like, there has to be a loser, unfortunately, because they're both playing great. Yankees, I feel like game 2, they didn't play that good, but it's still
Till the
fucking,
end.
it's a dog. Yeah, it's a dog fight though.
Yeah.
Like they can't just like, I don't know. It's none of these games are going to be easy at all
When's the next game?
today.
tonight.
Yay!
For the next 3 days. And they're going to be in New York, so it's going to be a whole other atmosphere.
So yeah. Very, very intense. How's your weekend, aside from being drunk from the Dodgers
Oh no, not drunk. Well, I guess
I mean,
drunk
drunk
with emotion
and
Yeah.
high from
and high.
the experience?
I mean, outside of Mark Anthony, it was just a Dodger-filled weekend. Saturday I did DJ at Travesuras, which I didn't show up till like 12:30. I DJ'd at 1 a.m. and it was cool. It was a good vibe. It was, just DJ stuff. I realized that I'm like really getting over the nightlife. Not old, because there's just people a lot older than me who are like still into the nightlife or got to do it. And for me, it's like, it doesn't appeal to me as much anymore. So like I showed up and I did have fun finally DJing. I haven't DJed reggaeton in a long time. I took it for
That's
granted.
crazy. You work at a Spanish reggaeton station.
Yeah, I took that for granted. DJing reggaeton all the time. It was so refreshing. But yeah, I mean, I DJ'd. I did drink out of a celebration for the Dodgers being up 2-0, which thank God they were. And, that was really it. And Sunday just watched sports. Like, it was a very just good sports-filled weekend. Like I said, I really do think my schedule is working around this whole World Series.
Yeah.
Like, I can't really do anything correctly without knowing that I'm going to have to watch the Dodgers.
I want you to know, I'm telling you right now, on this podcast, if the Dodgers win tonight, don't expect me Tuesday.
What?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Don't expect me. I'm probably gonna if you do, bro, we gotta be out of there by 3:30. Because there's
start
if
that
the
too?
Dodgers have a chance to clinch, I'm gonna go home and watch that with my dad. Sorry, Pam.
Listen, do what you gotta do.
I ain't gonna be there.
Well, I this weekend I fumbled a really big bag. I'm gonna go ahead and share it. I had the opportunity to go to the World Series and I didn't. And so that has been just, it's been fun to share that experience, that story with people close to me, and it's been fun to see their reaction. But I think, my mom, desde chiquita, my mom's always told me, lo del César al César. Like, what's meant for you is always going to be for you, and it'll find its way. So it just wasn't meant for me. Maybe that's just the way I look at it, to, like, console myself. But if you snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
And so I got this email very late the day that we went to Knott's. And I had my phone in my hand the entire time. So it wasn't priority for me, because had I wanted to, I could have responded to the email. And we were on live, Juju. And so it was like 8, 9 o'clock. And I was texting, emailing back and forth when the email got there, offering me the opportunity to go to the World Series game on Friday, right? So it just wasn't a priority for me. I was doing other shit. And by the time I responded, they had already distributed the tickets. So there's that story. I told my dad, and my dad's very mellow about everything. My dad doesn't give two shits about me, about what I do, he does not care who I interview, if I'm on TV. My dad's so cool. And there are very few things that get a reaction out of him. One is being late to church. He would just be like, we're not going. And he gets very passionate about it. And 2 was this. I said, so Dad, guess what? I got the opportunity. I said, are you going? He's like, no, como chingados voy a ir. Los boletos están bien caros. He's like venting about it. And he was so sad because Valenzuela died. And so we were chatting, and then I said, guess what? And he goes, what? I'm like, they offered me tickets to go to the World Series on Friday. And he goes, ¿Y? ¿Qué pasó? And I was like, well, they sent the email and I didn't respond in time, so they gave them to someone else. And he says, yo no sé por qué hijos de la chingada madre no contestas si traes el celular en la puta mano. And then I was like, oh, he's passionate about this. Yeah, he's mad.
If you were his girlfriend, he would have broke up with you. My cousin Freddie.
And they still haven't got back together?
No. My cousin he's 10 toes down. Like, he's
down?
heartbroken, but he's like, nah, I can't go back to her.
And you thought we were being dramatic about the World Series thing? Even your dad, who you said,
but he didn't break
my
up
dad
with
would
me.
Have you talked to him since?
No. I have not. No, but he was very upset. He was very disappointed. And then I was like, well, hopeful that they were going to call me on Saturday to offer me tickets for Saturday. But I feel like I didn't get the Saturday tickets. And this is me. And the way I manifest is because I kind of didn't want them. I'm embarrassed to say that, but I kind of couldn't go on Saturday. There's no way. I wasn't feeling good. I would have been more bad than good to go on Saturday. I was like, I think I had a fever. I was getting heat flashes. I had to do my mom's makeup.
That's why you got sick. Your guilt.
Yeah.
It wasn't not.
It's a lot of emotion.
Silly.
And then I had to do my mom's makeup. And then when I did my mom's makeup, as I was doing it, it was like 4 o'clock. And I got that confirmation like, hey, game's about to start. There's no way. I got your passes for the on-field. I just couldn't get your entrance. And I got a picture of like my credentials for the field. I just could not, they couldn't get me inside the building.
Working backwards?
Yeah, it was weird.
No, it's like usually for some venues, they'll let you in, get all the pregame stuff. But then once it's over, it's like, all right, well, go to the parking lot. Because they do the same for concerts for media passes.
Really?
It's like they give you a 10 minutes to be in the front. In the pit, get your videos, get your pictures, the grand entrance, and then you're gone. And if you have tickets, then you could stay. If not, then...
Yeah. So I think it was something like that. And so I was just like, that's fine. Don't worry about it. And I started doing my mom's makeup. And I was like, maybe game 6, when they come back home, maybe I put that out there on game 6. Hopefully you get me. But I did my mom's makeup. She was so happy with her makeup being done that I was just like, honestly, that was my like... I missed the World Series on Saturday, but I did my mom's makeup and she was really happy. Thanks for editing the pictures. My mom was so excited. They were so
of course.
Oh, yeah, that was dope.
Those were dope.
Try to bring them to laugh a little bit,
Yeah, they were nice.
Thanks. If I would have known there's more work for me, I wouldn't have done it.
And then Sunday, I spent all night sleeping. Not Scary Farm was fun. Hanging out with the boys is always a blast. Juju, as you saw in the video, his arm is still feeling better. a little bit. But thanks for being there, Juju. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Cried. No, it's thinking.
I think te pasaste de verga a little bit in the last one where you like stopped a couple of times. But
Just enjoying the maze, and they had like headlines and.
I mean, 90% of the time you were like, "Where's Juju? Where's Juju?" And
yeah, 'cause you were no help.
I was recording. What do you mean?
I thought you were supposed to take a
I was
sibling. What
literally the
happened?
help. What?
You say you were gonna offer your sibling. What happened? You're supposed to take one of the siblings to take footage.
I actually had told. I kind of like. Well, he said he wasn't really downish, but if he needed me, yes. But actually, I was trying to be the nice guy and save the extra ticket for your son, so you don't have to drive home alone.
No,
Because I did text you and I said, "Hey, you could bring your son."
Yeah, he didn't
as a
want to.
fourth one, and you didn't respond at all.
No, I didn't respond
So-
because I asked him and he's like, I have homework, and it was so last minute. You told me like 2 hours before.
I told you in the morning.
No. You told me like at 3-4.
Pull up the receipts.
3-4, so that's like 5 hours before. So in those 5 hours, you could have said, "Hey," he said, "No, he can't."
because he has the doctor's appointment. He has.
So in
we need
between-
preparation.
In between, you couldn't be like, "Hey, do you want to go to Knott's?"
No, you weren't doing it for me. Did your brother say no?
Not yet.
Well, thanks.
I was doing it for you.
Just kidding.
See, I try to be nice, try to give you an out, try to get you to go with your kids, and you still think I'm an asshole. That's crazy.
It's insane.
I'm glad you didn't go to the World Series. You don't deserve it.
That doesn't hurt me. It hurts my dad.
I know. We know who your favorite is now.
Who?
A good old Mama Bear.
My mom?
She don't like smell authority. She said it.
Who's my favorite of what?
Or your parents.
It has to be my mom. My mom put me in that situation growing up. I couldn't have a good relationship with my dad because then I picked sides. Welcome to my trauma.
Okay, Fester.
Welcome to my life trauma. Yeah, so and then for Halloween, and then on Saturday we did dress up. Mateo and I dressed up as, who did you say I was?
Burt Reynolds.
Who the fuck is Burt Reynolds?
You know who Burt Reynolds is?
No.
What? Come on
Burt
now.
Reynolds? We were Pinocchio and Geppetto, and Mateo did a really good job. And then we got to my mom's party and all the kids were Scream and Michael Myers, and he goes, "Mom, next year can I pick?" He felt bad being fucking Pinocchio. I'm like, damn, they're falling like flies, dude.
How old
Isaac
is he?
was committed till he was like 13.
Poor kid.
Oh, I see it.
You know who Burt Reynolds? Damn, Burt Reynolds is a sex symbol back in the day.
No. Sex symbol.
Yeah, this is him.
Ew.
Kind of looks like Pedro Pascal, actually. Yep, Burt Reynolds.
A sex symbol?
Oh, shit. Let me tell
Hey,
you.
the amount of backlash I got for saying that Watani was a sex symbol. That was crazy.
Really?
Yeah, people were like, no, he's not. People were going in like, oh, for an Asian guy. And they were like, fuck does that mean? Like, why are you being racist?
He's because he's wholesome. He's like Aisha Curry, but a man.
I can see that.
No way. He's hot.
You're just a pervert.
I realized with that post that I do have a thing for small eyes.
That's what one was famous.
He's too hairy for me.
Once he talked to you and he's older, you would have fucking folded like origami.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, he's too hairy for me.
Cool. All right. Well,
That's the pick.
Do you like hair or
the fuck you showed me that?
do you like hair or no hair? Comment down below. Like, I get it here, but like in your arms and stuff, like that's too much. Let me see your arms. Let me see your arms.
I heard
You
yours.
guys aren't that hairy. Yeah, like I can't do like super like hairy arms or like a headache chest. No, like.
All right. Well, it's already 11:04.
Are you guys changing or are you going like that to work, Juju?
No, I'm changing.
I feel like you should go like that to work. Take
No,
pictures.
it's not even Halloween. Like,
I mean, I could rock the shot of this fit. Like it's.
you're going to work like that? No, you're not.
She's not.
She's not.
Yes, I am. Don't change.
I'm not. No.
We gotta create content.
If you show up like that, I'll change back into it. But
No, this is para la calle costumes. You used your little show costumes over there. These stay here.
The fuck you pay for the fucking wig or what? All right. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Our first Is this our first Halloween?
No, we did Halloween last year.
And we didn't do Halloween last year.
Did
This
we
is
dress
our first
up?
Halloween. No, we didn't.
Yeah, you dressed up as you was. He wore his White Claw thing, didn't he?
No. He wore that for the ratchets in the streets.
Like my beer keg costume right there.
How'd that work for you?
Tell me the fuck.
Did you wear it on Saturday?
Yes. Well,
What was the best costume you saw? Oh, before we go, let me pull up my
I
phone.
don't know. I'll sound like a pervert. Honestly, I didn't pay attention to any costumes, and half the people were in Dodger stuff. So they're like baseball players or whatever.
All of a sudden.
I hate that. My sister showed up to my mom's, and she's just wearing like a Dodger jacket. I'm like, the fuck are you supposed to be?
You know what? Last year,
I hate that.
it's okay. This year, last year it wasn't okay to wear Dodger stuff because they're in playoffs, but this year it's different because it's World Series. So I think they get a pass. I think the World Series kind of like overpowers Halloween this year.
No, I feel like it doesn't matter. Not the Dodger thing. I'm saying like if you go to an event during Halloween time, like right now, it's 8 a.m. I feel okay going to Starbucks like this.
This is your World Series.
This
is
is
your
like
shit.
this is okay. Like Juju saying, "Oh, I'll change back into it." Do you know how fucking awesome it is that he can walk into the building like that right now and no one's gonna say a word? They're gonna be like, we get it. It's fucking Halloween."
I don't know. I feel like at work they'll be like, bro, it's in 5 days.
Yeah.
No,
What are
they
you
won't.
doing?
I promise you, they will not. Like we shoot content. It's
She's trying to convince
Yeah,
you.
it's not. I'm
I
I'm
was
gonna
driving
change
on
as soon as
Saturday,
we're
I'm like,
done
wait,
here.
no, I'm just saying like how normal it is, and I love it. On Saturday night, we were driving to my mom's. The kid next to me, I just saw Ratatouille right here on his shoulder, but he had the hair, and I put the window down. I'm like, hey.
Nah, you're a faker.
And he
You
goes,
fucking hate
'cause
that
I knew
movie.
who
Yeah.
he was.
But you hate
But
the movie.
I knew who he was, is what I'm trying to say. And I love that
I'm
shit.
not here to support these lies. And
I
trash
love
talk.
that. I'm like, hey, bada bing, bada boom.
You making fun of Italians now? Hey, did you guys see that Tony Hinchcliffe guy? What he said about Puerto Rico?
Oh, yeah. But he was joking. Like,
But there's a time and place for everything.
You know it's bad when even Republicans were like, "Hey, my guy, take it easy. What's wrong with you?"
No, but also the Latino thing, how they all come inside,
and have
they don't
kids.
leave.
And,
Yeah,
yeah.
Look,
Listen, I'm for giving
Tough.
grace and comedy, but you're right. There's like a time and place.
Yes.
And but I think that
and it was, but like, don't get me wrong. I'm an advocate for your daily dose of racism, so you don't blow up. We'll get into that theory later, but I'm an advocate for a daily dose of racism. But if you say it with malintent, it's crazy. Like he did, it wasn't a joke. It wasn't a cute joke. Like for instance, and a lot of people aren't going to agree with me on this, but like when Dave Chappelle makes fun of transgender people, he's not trying to incite violence on them. He's not trying to get them killed or
you think this
hurt.
guy, that's his
But
joke?
the way it came
Like,
out, that's what it
the
came
way
out like.
he-
But
but
no,
you have to understand too the crowd he's talking to.
Okay, I was
It's-
going to get to. So right now, the Trumpsters are out. They're fucking like on TikTok Live. They're everywhere on Twitter. Like
The
they're
Niners, who what's his name? The defensive end,
Bosa.
Bosa. At the end of the game yesterday, they were interviewing George Kittle, I think, and Bosa comes in with his MAGA hat.
Yeah, they're
flex it.
wilding right now. But anyway, this girl goes Kamala, like whatever her name is, and I thought to myself, I said, us minorities have dealt with people saying our names incorrectly
Yep.
all of our life, and that is a form of disrespect. You're trying to be disrespectful. They think it's funny. Okay, fine. They don't see it the way we do. Me as a minority, I'm like, fuck you. Like, you respectfully try to say someone's name just because it's not Ashley or Bethany or whatever. So I get offended. But again, that's me being a liberal, right? A sensitive liberal.
No, but
Or whatever.
that's what they're trying to paint
Right.
you as. But
It's disrespectful. One. Two, she's like, oh, she was singing this country song and she's like, get in my truck and Trumpster hat and I'm gonna run her over. I'm gonna run Kamala over. And I was looking at this live. Why? Because I was just like, they're so aggressive. They're so violent. It's a joke. You guys can't take a joke. And I was like, is it that we can't take jokes, or is it that in a world right now where we're debating things, you have to bring up violence? That's the problem, that you can't have a conversation and support your party without being violent and disrespectful. Disrespectful by not saying that person's name correctly, and violent by saying you're going to run them over as a joke. All this to say is that it was very fitting this comedian was very fitting for that party. And the only ones who are getting offended are us, who are just kind of like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, do you hear yourself?
But it's also a white man making fun of minorities, Latinos. I was seeing how they're like, well, George Lopez made a Mexican joke, and it's like, well, George Lopez is Mexican. You can kind of do
like
it.
the difference is like you hear Andrew Schultz, for instance, makes fun of people, but like it's like a you're an asshole type of thing. Not like damn, like when he said it again, place and timing, and it doesn't help that he has a fucking huge Trump Vance logo in front of him and all these MAGA hats behind him because it recalls to when Trump was just throwing the paper towels. He was the hurricane.
He was doing the basketball thing,
calling people, like calling countries like that shithole countries, and it's like all that. It's like, okay, that's not a joke. You really mean that. Whereas like again, I'm all for giving a comedian his comedic freedom to say whatever he wants. I don't want to censor no one, but that just didn't seem like a joke. Like it felt like that felt like you've been waiting to say something.
I don't think that I've heard him joke before, and he is a very like what's
vulgar.
the word I'm looking? Vulgar, but también like he'll shock you with the shit
he walks
he says.
right down the fine line.
And you're like, oh, even on take away the stage he was on. I think the problem comes in where that party thrives off of that. He's joking. Maybe the comedian is joking. Maybe that's the kind of comedy he does. I've seen it in other rooms. It's kind of funny. You're like, I can't believe this fucker just said that. But what happens is that the people on that party, they actually think that way. If he would have said, oh, they're eating the cats and the dogs, you're like, no way. Nobody's going to fucking believe that. That's crazy. They do believe that. They do 100%. And it is being violent because that party takes it in that manner. They believe that about us. We do have a bunch of kids. Oh, it is a shit island. Did it like...
But also, like, if he's doing it at a roast or if he's doing it at a comedy show, I get it. It's funny. But this is a campaign trail. This is all ages.
It's serious.
All ages are watching this. There's kids who are like growing up and thinking like saying things like that is okay. Okay, not everyone who's 10 years, 12 years old thinks Puerto Rican is a literal floating.
And they can say that.
Yeah.
And then they're not going to say Happy Halloween to the baby that's telling them at Target because they're such assholes.
But yeah, wow. There's a time and place for everything. And before I leave, also do your research.
Please.
Before you vote.
And TikTok
next week
is not a place of research. I had to have this conversation with my children. I said, you can easily Google the person's name and before them. And then like, oh yeah, they're doing, and it can manipulate things to make it seem good. And then you can Google the opposite one and it'll also be manipulative to make it seem good also. So do your research outside of social media, outside of Facebook, outside of Instagram.
And you guys
read.
Everyone 18 and over that's registered to vote, you get a ballot already sent to you, and it gives you like, hey, this is what this prop is. This is a breakdown. And like, I don't know the website. I don't want to put it out loud because I don't know it. But it even says, for more information, go to this website, and it tells you, it gives you like the exact lettering of everything. And yeah, it's a lot of reading, but it's to know because like we were talking about some propositions. We're like, wait,
is that good or bad?
And we're just like thinking about it. We're going back and forth, but do your research. We're not telling you how to vote or who to vote for, but just vote.
And do your research.
Exercise your right to vote, which is next week. Caleb, super fast.
Really quick before we go.
Yeah.
Do we have time? I have Halloween stuff.
Go.
Yes? Okay. Top selling Halloween candies in every state over the past 17 years. 17 years, okay? Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are number one.
Yeah.
Coming in at number one.
Doy.
But this year, for the first time, M&M's.
Really?
Which ones does it say?
M&M's number one in California. M&M's took over Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Which ones?
It just says in California, Iowa, Kansas, North Carolina.
No, not the cities. Which M&M's? Because they have the chocolate ones, then they have the peanuts
ones.
So that's cheating because they have multiple different kinds of M&M's. Do they put them all together?
Oh, fake news. It's just Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
It just says M&M's. It doesn't say.
You're right. There's the peanut ones. There's even pretzel ones, peanut butter ones.
Stop. Okay, coming in at number 2, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Number 3 is not a chocolate.
Skittles.
No.
Red Vine. I don't know.
Ew. Ew, Pugsley. Kill him. Sour Patch Kids.
Okay.
Coming in at number 4, you have Skittles. They're number 1 in Alabama. Starburst. Coming in at number 5.
That was a
Number
joke
1
there, but-
in Indiana and in Michigan. Hot Tamales. Came in number 1 in Minnesota.
I'm not gonna lie. My family from West Covina fucking loves hot tamales.
And North
I don't
Dakota.
How do they taste? It's like the cinnamon one, right?
They're
It's
like the cinnamon jelly beans or whatever.
I think my friend just went to North Dakota or South Dakota. She went to a Dakota, I think, and she said there's no Ubers there.
Oh yeah, where the fuck you to Uber to? Look at just
El Torito,
yeah, like what the hell? Wow.
Chili's. Okay. And then let's see. 23% of people are looking forward to Halloween more this year. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but I'm the queen of Halloween. Okay? I have seen so many people jump on the bandwagon for Halloween, true or false. Like now all of a sudden everyone's like, oh my God, Halloween.
You know what? That is true. Last year, I remember it was my first real experience with you for Halloween, where you do have keep secrets and you are very particular about everything. And then you were the only one though. And then this year, most people I ask are like, "Oh, it's gonna be a secret," and I'm like, "Where the fuck did you get this from?"
All right, Beyonce, relax. It's not a fucking album. Just tell us.
For me, though, it is. Like, this is my World Series.
Yeah.
This is my Super Bowl. I look forward to this. I'm already thinking of next year's Halloween costume. Since Mateo and I already debuted our Halloween costume, we're already planning for next year.
If he joins you.
He's going to join me. And we're already talking about it. So it is super top secret. Someone in my mom's house, when I was doing her makeup, got there and they're like, what are you going to be? I was like, I tell you, but I'd have to kill you. So I literally do mean it.
Sorry, Grandma. Kick rocks.
And then one last thing before we go, guys. Just a PSA. Halloween candy wrappers are not flushable. Right now, there's this big old news story where people think that you can flush. Why are you smiling like that? Look at how red he is.
I'm gonna snuck in
Vinny.
a Reese's Pieces or two. Sitting in the toilet. Nobody's ever gonna know.
Why are you so red?
It triggered an old memory.
Oh.
Okay, guys.
You never sat down and ate candy, and then you're just like,
Don't want no one to know I'm eating this.
If you're sneaking Halloween candy, say in the restroom,
That's demonic, bro.
plumbers would like you to know that candy wrappers are not flushable. So do not do it, Vinny.
it won't happen again.
Happy Halloween.
There? Okay.
Hey, you really fucking have... You flushed it before?
I have.